So if you know me at all, you know that I love rock climbing. And if you don't know me, well, now you do. I love rock climbing. It's so great. Um, it's a real mental game for me, though. When I first started out, I was very focused on getting to the top of the climb. I'd look up, there'd be this big, intimidating wall, and I'd want to get to the top of it and then get back down as fast as possible. And so I'd climb really hard, really fast, and try and finish the route as soon as possible and get back out of that stressful space. Um, what I realized was that I was focused on the outcome rather than the process. And what would happen is if I didn't make it, well, that meant I failed. And so I'd be dealing with fear and frustration. I'd fall, and then it was a failure. I would be frustrated that I hadn't made it. I'd blame external circumstances. Oh, well, that hole's just garbage, or I couldn't reach that spot because I'm not tall enough. Yeah, right, I'm like 6 feet tall, I'm plenty tall enough. The point is that when I switched to a process driven approach, everything got better. I started to focus on the process, and instead of my goal being get to the top of the climb, my goal became get better at rock climbing. Every time I climb, I try to get better at it. And so I find myself in a stressful situation, and instead of that being a thing that puts me between where I'm at and my goal, it's a learning opportunity, which is why I'm there in the first place. And a funny thing happened when I started thinking that way, and that was that I couldn't fail anymore. Every time I climbed, whether I made it to the top or not, I succeeded because I learned something. And of course, a neat side effect of that is that I actually did finish more rounds. I've gotten better at climbing, and so as I'm learning, I get to the top faster, or get to the top of more climbs, maybe is a better way to say that. Um, I think that the same thing happens in our approach to school, our approach to our careers. We're constantly looking at the outcome, right? Finish my homework, get a good grade on the test, pass the class, get a job interview, land that first paycheck, whatever it is. We're always thinking about the goal. Imagine what would happen if you started instead to think about the process. The reason that I'm doing this homework is because I'm trying to get better at this thing that the homework is teaching me. Focus on the process, and the results follow. If you're stuck, focused on the outcomes, and you'd like to start thinking more about focusing on the process, you should come over and check out the free class that I'm putting together. It's going to talk about time management, it's going to talk about personal finance, and it's going to talk about your career, because these things are all linked together, and all of them are places where the people who win are the ones who focus on the process rather than the result. Come over to tonyfarrar.com/question and sign up. I can't wait to see you there. Have a great day.